Okay, we are live Friday night. Pints coming a bit earlier. It's obviously the Christmas season. Lots of things going on for everyone. And we're getting it done. He's stuck in traffic. He's driving home for Christmas. But he will be here. He will be here. Aston Villa on Sunday. Massive game. Is it must win? Have we got a bit of positive news? A bit of a boost when it comes to injuries. There's thoughts that Emi Martinez and I was going to say Tapau, bloody Tapau. Who was it? What's his name? What's his bloody
Torres.
name? Torres, Pau Torres, not Tapau.
Torres.
China in your hand. So Pau Torres could be injured. So see how confident we're feeling ahead of that. But yes, the dynamic duo to start with, and Nicky will be joining us shortly.
Yeah, Nicky's stuck on the A130. I think there's been a big sort of accident on there, so he's stuck in traffic. Scott's out on another Christmas do. He's had more Christmas do's than anyone he has. So, and I know you're out tonight after this, so yeah, I think I'm the only one not out tonight, but I'm making up for that next week. Well, saying that, I'm making up for that tomorrow, so
yeah. But this is the thing. Scott had the cheek to call me out because he said, "Oh, you're going out again." And I said to him, "Like, look, my dad's visiting from Cyprus. He's staying with me. What else is there to do in Dagenham apart from just go to the pub?" So I've got to entertain him somehow. Take him to the pub.
You've either got a leisure centre or the pub. You got a leisure centre or the pub. So stick to the pub.
Oh yeah. That's it. So that's the old leisure centre, the old Dagenham Leisure Centre. Listen. Let's talk Sunday and see how positive. See, everyone thinks I missed the negative. I missed the negative now. I'll try and be super positive. We're gonna win the league, baby. But no, the thing is with me, I think the thing is with the whole negative thing, I like to look at things on balance. I like to. So, and that's the thing is when you mention negatives, if people want to hear negatives, they won't hear the positives that you say. So when I say I don't think we'll stay up comfortably, but we'll stay up, they won't hear that I say we'll stay up. They won't hear me say that I think we've got a really exciting squad for the future. If we can stay up, the future's bright. They just hear you say we're going to just about stay up. So it's funny with the negative thing.
Yeah, sometimes. People will only hear what they want to hear sometimes, and it's going to be a tough season. We know that, but we're starting to put ourselves in a good position in the way that Nuno has improved certain players. I do think that there is a lot of improvement under Nuno, but you're right what you said. You've got to start turning these draws into wins because you can go unbeaten for 7-8 games, but if you do 8 draws, you've only got 8 points. You know what I mean? So. It's it's going to be. But Dan, just quickly, mate, before we shoot on, I spoke to an old mate of mine today, Mr. Roy Hagger. It's his daughter's birthday today. She's been on the fan cams before. She's 10. Her name's Grace. I know she's a big fan of the channel. So happy birthday, Grace, from all of us. Happy 10th birthday. I hope you get spoiled, and I hope West Ham bring you 3 points on Sunday as well.
There you go. A big happy birthday. I echo that 100%. Kimbo here. Shout out to Kimbo. Kimbo says, I'd like you to congratulate the winner of final one standing. I suppose I deserve to go out for backing Brian. So at first I thought Kimbo was saying that he deserved it. Yeah, and then I see the back and I was like, right, I don't know who won it. I hope it's one of our lot. I really do. And then you can come and split it with us because we got you in on it. Hopefully it was one of ours. But yeah, he backed Brighton against us, which, to be fair, our record there, I don't blame you. To be fair, but you come close, mate. With that, I can never all them things where you got to pick a game. I can't bet on West Ham games. I'm too emotionally attached. I can't bet against us or for us. I always steered clear of West Ham.
Yeah, it's difficult. But yeah, speaking of records, mate, I mean, you said about Aston Villa, we're playing one of the most informed teams in Europe at the moment. They've won 9 out of their last 10 games in the Premier League. You know, they're sitting third. They beat Arsenal last weekend, 3 points off the top. And you know what? The mad thing is they didn't win any of their first 5 games this season in the Premier League. And their run of form lately is crazy. And it's it's going to
They
be a
didn't even
very,
score any
very
goals in those games, mate. They didn't even score any goals.
No, it's mad. And obviously they're doing well in Europe. They won again last night. It's it's going to be a very difficult game against a very difficult team to play at the moment. They're one of the most informed teams in Europe, as I said. So if the rumours are true that Martinez and Tapau was going to be out, as you called him, it's it'd be a big boost for us. But look, whatever team they put out, it's going to be a difficult game, especially with like Ollie Watkins up front at the moment. Morgan Rogers is in good form.
Yeah,
McGinn, Tillemans, they've got such a good outfit at Villa, and yes, it's going to be a tough game. Tough game.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like I said, Martinez is, I think he's one of the best goalkeepers in the league. So him missing is a massive boost because we don't get many shots on target as it is. So we don't need a top class goalkeeper in goal to keep the ones out that we do. But their confidence is at an all-time high. But like I said, those little things, and they played Thursday. Like, we should be outworking them. We should be outrunning them. Doesn't matter if they outplay us. We should be outrunning them. And we at least do that. We've got a chance.
Yeah, you want to hope that they got a little bit of fatigue from the other night. But yeah, I mean, the big key battle this weekend is going to be in the midfield. So, I'd like to see Magassa and Potts come back in for that, because you look at what they've got in midfield in Onana and Kamara, that they work hard and they don't stop running, and obviously Tillemans will drop in there as well. So it's going to be a key battle in midfield, and it's how we set up, because we can't start with Rodriguez in there. Even though he done all right last week against Brighton, we need youth and legs in there. So I'm hoping Potts and Magassa come straight back into that starting lineup.
Yeah, do the right thing. We might touch on this a bit later, the reaction to the Mo Salah thing, because that's mad. So we've got time. Obviously, West Ham first, but Annette Curtin. I love Annette Curtin. Me, look at that. You can't beat Annette Curtin. Yeah, we might touch on that later. Yeah, there's no excuse not to play the right lineup for this one and get the youth and get the energy, get that midfield ticking. Yeah, like I think for me, like, he's just got to go for it. Don't try to sit back too much. So I think the thing is, I like what we did in games like Everton, where we have our spells where we sit back. We have our spells when we attack. You have the phases. But when you spend so much time, we also will touch on the Antonio thing as well. We'll touch on that. I didn't want to lead with it because he's not a West Ham player anymore. Like, it's all about the approach to this to give us half a chance, I think. And like, the thing is, if we go for it and we really give it a go and we come away losing, I know I said we need points, but you feel a bit better than if you try to maybe win, you try and sit back and then you lose and you think, oh fuck, well, might as well have just gone for it, So
yeah, I mean, we'll probably be saying the same thing next week when we play City. I mean, anything out of these next 2 games will be huge for us. We can get any points out of Villa and City. But you're right. Like, we have to go at Villa. There's no point sitting back and inviting them on, because if we do that, they're going to punish us. So it's better to get in their faces, put in the tackles in, try to get near them, don't let them have as much as the ball. If we do create chances, and when we do, we need to take them, because it's, as I said, Villa are one of the most informed teams in Europe at the moment. And if you let them settle and play football, we'll lose the game. It's simple as that.
Yeah. No, listen, 100%. And I get the feeling like the whole I'll take a point, and people are saying in the chat, I'll take a point, because it would be a good point with the way they are. Yeah. But, and then you look at Man City and you just think, like, we're going to have to win at some point. Like, and that's the problem, because we've got so many draws and some losses. We've only got 2 wins in Nuno's time. And again, I'm not Nuno out. Before people go mad on me, again, I'm Nuno in. But we're in a relegation battle. So this is what I was trying to say. We are better than, he is much better than Potter. But that means nothing if we get relegated. And I don't want to say, oh, we got relegated, but at least we're better than Potter's West Ham. It don't mean anything. We got to be better than Leeds. We got to be better than Forest. We got to be better than Fulham. We got to be better than Burnley. If we're better than those teams, at least, or at least two of the teams I listed will stay up. At least two of those teams. So better than them, we'll stay up. And I probably didn't put it because I was so ill on Monday, man. I'm still getting over it. I was in bed, and then I was waiting to see if Nikki was coming to do PMP because Ryan was going, oh, fuck is doing. And then Nikki said, I'm on my way. I was like, right, let's do it. So I probably didn't articulate in the way I wanted to, but like I said, even if we go down, I've said I'll probably want to stick with Nuno. Like I'm not going to be Nuno out. I just want to see some wins. I think it's important for us to get wins. And it's unlikely, but if we don't win either of these games, Fulham becomes a 100% fucking must win. Fulham is...
Yeah, them next 4 games after City are crucial for our season. And we have to be going into every single one of them games looking to pick up maximum points because, if we don't and we lose a couple of them, we're still gonna be hanging around the bottom 3, and it's just gonna get more sort of like more pressure on Nuno. And then he's obviously got the transfer window coming up, which he said he's already wants to add a striker and a couple of other players. But yeah, look, I'm with you. I agree. I like Nuno. I like what I'm seeing from him. I like the way he comes across. I like the way that he's giving youth a chance. He's give Potts a chance. He's given Magassa a chance. So, and he said today in his press conference that obviously with losing the likes of Wan-Bissaka and Diouf, Scholes is back now, so he's going to get an opportunity. So, yeah, that's going to be difficult for him as well, losing them 2 players because they're key for us at the moment as wing backs, especially Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's in the form of his life again.
Apparently, this is their last game. Villa is the youth Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, so it's their last game. So after this, then we've got to try and scramble and make things work, and that's why we're having this period because there's going to be that period between now and the end of the point when we start getting these signings in, because we're not going to get players in January 1st, January 2nd. We know how things go at West Ham. It's going to be like the 3rd week of the window earliest. Then they come in. Then we've got to give them time to settle, adjust, and be on the bench and all of this stuff. I don't know if Nuno is going to be as much of a slow burner as Moyes was. But, we need things to tick now. But that's why I think it was so important for us to try and get the points before we lose our 2 top quality best centre-backs that have been so crucial for us. And this is our last chance to get those points with them because the team is significantly weaker without them, like significantly.
Yeah. It's a shame that we couldn't keep them 2 just for the City game because if we're going to go to a back 5 against any team, it's probably going to be against City. And to lose 2 crucial players like that, it's going to be very tough for Nuno. Like it's going to be tough anyway, even if we did have them 2. But losing 2 key players, but I'm glad. Obviously, I'm glad we got them on Sunday against Villa because I know it sounds mad, but this is a game that on our day, we could go out and get the win against Villa. I know I sound mad saying that, but if we did perform to the levels we know we can, and if players like Paqueta and Bowen are on top form, and obviously Somerville, then there's no reason why we couldn't get something. We'd have to obviously catch Villa on a bad day, but it's one of them games where I fear that we're going to get beat heavily, but I also think that we could go out there and maybe nick something from this game.
Listen, with West Ham, you can never write us off in these games. The games I'm expecting us to lose is when we turn up, and that's been West Ham for years and years and years. The problem is so far, and this is where again the negative things come up with people say, "Oh, you're negative." I want this team at the moment. They have to prove they can do something they haven't done this season, and they haven't beaten any team in the top six. Newcastle, who was probably the biggest win we had, was 12th now. Newcastle. So we beat Newcastle, we beat Burnley, we beat Leeds, and we beat Nuno's Forest, our only clean sheet of the season, by the way. So
we
that's
didn't,
four.
we didn't beat Leeds. We lost to Leeds.
I'm sorry, not Leeds. Who the fuck did we beat after Burnley? No, wait, who the fuck did we've beaten?
We've only won 3 games.
We only won 3. Fuck hell.
Yeah.
So there we go. We've got 3 wins. Yeah, Burnley, Forest, Nuno's Forest, and Newcastle. Right. All of those teams are 12th or lower. So for me to have this confidence and this positivity, because I have seen improvements under Nuno, it was shocking. And someone said we never talked about how he's improved players. We said on the instant match reaction, me, you and Scott, how much the turnaround for Todibo and how you got to give Nuno massive credit for Todibo because 2 managers couldn't get a tune out of him. Nuno's come in and he's unbelievable. There's so many positives for Nuno, but what I'm saying is if I'm going to have belief in this team, they have to give me something to believe in. So I haven't seen us go to against the team on the caliber of Villa and do anything all season. So until I see that, I can hope for it, but I can't believe in it. I can't predict it until I see it. So all these are games. You know, probably the best one. Man United was 6th at the moment, and we got a draw there away. That's probably the best one I can look at and say. So yeah, that's my only thing, right? Is with West Ham won, would it surprise me? No, because this is West Ham. We've been fans of this club for donkey's years, and we do batshit stuff like that. But am I expecting it? No, you know, that's just how it is.
No, I feel exactly the same, mate. You know, I feel exactly the same.
Yeah. Shout out to Corral with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much, mate. All right, fellow Hammers. Dan, that shirt is Larry. I feel like I entered the Matrix. We won't lose on Sunday. Gut feeling. We won't lose. So you're not willing to say if it's a draw or a win. You're just saying we won't lose. Fair enough. Listen, I'm hoping your gut is right, mate. I want to see a bloody win. I want to see a win. And yes, the shirt is a Japan shirt. Okay, jerseys, mate. One Piece edition. They've got all sorts of shirts there. This is a fun Larry shirt. I love a Larry shirt. And West Ham shirts, all of that stuff. Use the code Nicky, which is just below Ryan, there for 8% off. So big thank you to OK Jerseys. And get them in. If you want to get them now for Christmas. If you're getting them for Christmas, start getting them now because it's coming from overseas. So go and do that. Oh, we've got Nick in the chat. Shout out to Nick. Ran a poll on C and B on the result. 1.3k votes, and 44% are expecting a win. Wish I shared the optimism. 2 wins from 10 could soon be 2 wins in 12. 50% of these games have been awfully managed. Well, I've actually been shipped off to your channel from some of the people in the comments after PMP, mate. So I may have to be joining you on here. They've all said I should come on Claret and Booze now because I'm so negative.
I get it every week. There's someone that always comments on every video that says to me, Ryan in signing for Claret and Blues, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love Nick. I love
we should audition like to be Booze. I guess, and he's Claret. One of us could be Booze.
Yeah.
He should change it to Claret and Booze, but spelt BOOS because of the negative. So negative. So Nick, he's just got back from work. Well, if you want to jump on, mate, you're welcome. If you're free to jump, we can send you the link. If not, just chill and join us in the chat, mate. If CMB Nick isn't positive, then we definitely won't lose. This is it. Like, but people say, oh, negative. I hate it. I hate the negativity. Right? I love feeling negative going into a game. Because when we win, it feels so much better. And when I feel positive, it makes me nervous. When I feel confident, it makes me nervous for going into a game. You know, that's the problem. I don't like feeling confident. So, but negativity, people are so I don't know why people are so offended by it. Of someone going, I think we're shit. Oh, it's so negative. I can be negative. It's just how I feel. Just how I feel. It's just I know it's not positive. I know people want us to hear us say it's all going to be okay. It's all brilliant, but it's just how I feel. But I don't think I think we're a decent team. We just have we have a few issues in front of goal. We can't keep a clean sheet and we don't score enough. I think that's our problem.
Yeah, that's the major issue in it, is that it's keeping clean sheets at the moment. I mean, we've only kept one this season. That was against Nuno's Forest. So yeah, that's one thing we've got to stop doing, is conceding goals. I know it's easy for me to say, but we just switch off sometimes at key moments. And like it was like last week against Brighton, we're so close to just nicking that 1-0 win. Would have been great victory on the road at a tough ground that we don't do well at. And yeah, we concede in the last seconds. But yeah, it's going to be difficult on Sunday, as I said, because Ollie Watkins is in great form and they're going to get chances. And I can't see them not scoring. That's the thing. It's unless Tadibo and Mavropanos, Wan-Bissaka and Diouf have the games of their life, and Areola as well. But yeah, it's one of the
no worries, mate. You relax yourself, mate. But yeah,
chill out,
Nick. Always welcome to come and spread the negativity with me, and as people like it, we're the West Ham Grinches. But yeah, like I said, I think my feeling on West Ham at the moment would be a lot different if we weren't in the bottom three. I think that's the thing. If we weren't in the bottom three and Nuno come in, like I said, he's inherited a new team of a mess from Graham Potter. And we're not losing a lot of games, like we've actually, under Nuno, we've not lost many. Like, there's so many positives there, but the job is come in right now to keep us up. So if I ask, okay, is he doing a good job in isolation, like in terms of what he's got and everything like that? Yes. But right now, is he doing enough for me to be like, he's keeping us up? No. So it's different because we're in a relegation battle. It's not necessarily his fault we're in this relegation battle. That's what he inherited, but that's what he inherited. It's the job he's taking.
I feel more confident under Nuno that we will stay up than I would do under Potter. I thought that if we'd have stuck with Potter, I just don't think we'd have had any chance. But Nuno's given me some sort of positive vibes, because I like, as I said, him just bringing Potts into the team changed so many people's opinion on him straight away. And now we've seen Magassa come through. I know Magassa was dropped last week, but we see his performance against United, and we'll probably see him hopefully back in the starting lineup on Sunday. And like I said, I am confident under Nuno, and I like the way he comes across. I like the way he speaks, and but look, we do need to start turning some of these draws into wins. Otherwise, these next two games, if we don't pick up points, the teams above us probably will. And then you'll find yourself with a bigger gap. And that's the worry.
Well, this is it, because they've actually got, so the teams that I think Forest and Leeds both have. So Burnley have got Fulham at home, right? Very winnable game. Leeds have got Brentford away, which is a winnable game. Forest have Spurs at home, a very winnable game for them. So that's this weekend, right? So there's a possibility all three them teams win, say, and we lose. We go down to 19th and we go further adrift. Then the next game where we've got Man City. I'm just looking at these two games because these are two games where you'd go 3 hits, whatever, unwinnable, whatever you want to say. So then after that, Leeds of Palace at home, which is tricky, but it's at Elland Road. They're very good there. They can definitely get something there. Forest have Fulham away, which is a winnable game. Burnley have Bournemouth away, which is tricky, but it's not as tricky as our game. I mean, and City away. So, like, there's a possibility, and it's unlikely because they're down there for a reason, but all them teams win their next two and we lose our next two. Then all of a sudden, like, the gap goes to from us to 7 points. No, not 7. It's more than that. So they get 6, 21, 8-point gap, you know? We're going into the Fulham game.
And that's what you don't want. That's what you don't want. So you're hoping that, like, did you say Burnley and Fulham are playing tomorrow?
Yes.
You want to hope that that's a draw in that game.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
And I know you say about, like, Tottenham, but Tottenham's away form is very good this season. Like, so if they go to Forest and, you know, Nick will win now, but look, they're all winnable games for these teams. So
yeah,
you don't want to find yourself.
They're games where they will fancy themselves. Like, they'll look at them and go, "We can win." We look at Villa and we look at Man City and we don't fancy ourselves. We're hopeful, and you think, do you know what? There's a possibility we could beat Villa. It's a long shot, but it's a possibility. But at the end of the day, you don't look at them and go, "Yeah, like we look at Fulham and we go, we fancy that. Like, we can win this. Like, there's confidence there that we can do something." So that's the danger. So the gap that widens. If it goes to like 8 points, 7 points, 6, whatever, all of a sudden now, like, you get in a nasty situation. So yeah, it's massive. So Paul here says, $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Paul. If we all mostly agree Souček shouldn't start games, should he be sold in January as we are skint and he would command a decent fee? I would still keep Souček because of him in the dressing room, the character, the impact off the bench, the option that he brings. We've got rid of too many characters like that. And I wouldn't, unless it was like fucking good money, over 20 mil, I wouldn't consider it. I don't know about you, Ryan.
Yeah, no, look, I agree. I think keep Souček. I know that he's not a starter anymore, but he's a great person to have around the squad, and he can impact games when he comes on.
And if we did go down, the worst happened, we did go down. He's one of the ones you look and go, he might stay.
Yeah,
you know, he loves the club. He could potentially stay.
Did you see the video going around today? The clip of Dave Walker doing his impression of Souček.
Oh,
so basically, they interviewed Soufal on the West Ham Way, and Dave done the impression to Soufal, and it was brilliant. If you look on Twitter or X, whatever it's called now, you'll see the clip, and Soufal was pissing himself laughing. It was he does a great impression of.
I've seen
Souček.
The impression,
yeah. No, it's definitely. I'd keep Souček. I like Souček, and as I said, he'd be very important for us this season. He's still got a big part to play for us this season in keeping us up.
Yeah, like we got rid of like just too many of them fucking characters who love the club, who knows what it means to play for West Ham. Do you know what I mean? Who give you everything, and to get rid of him right when we're in a battle, we're in a relegation battle. Yeah, he shouldn't be starting our midfield with the players that we have, but off the bench, he can still get some goals. You know, he's still good in both boxes. And he's still worrying. I think he has a place. Like I said, unless we're going to get significant money where you go, fuck, we can really reinvest that at his age. But yeah, I'm keeping Souček right now. Like I said, I don't think anyone's going to come in right now and offer over 20 million for him. I don't. You know, you might get 15 million. Shout out to John. We're back on Facebook, by the way. We're back live on Facebook. So if you're a Facebooker, shout out to John for the first comment on the new Facebook page set up. For those who don't know, our Facebook page was just mysteriously just fucking eviscerated. It was just gone, not deleted. It was just 1 minute we had a Facebook page, next minute we didn't, and it was like it never existed. And we're back on there now, so you can check out West Ham Fantasy on Facebook. And you can get back and watch us on there because we had quite a few people that would like to watch us on there in comments. If you're a Facebook person, get on there. So shout out to John. Sean the Villa. What
Well,
a poet.
John.
First Facebook comment. Let me read some comment. So Irons TV says it's turning win into defeats, knowing we're so close to get out of it. Nuno has done a great job. That's the thing, isn't it? It's when we've been winning and turning them into draws or losses, and some of that's the most and I think that's where Scott, I think, has been the most frustrated. It's the decision making, I think, that's frustrating. And you get more patience if you're not in a relegation battle.
That's the only like sort of negatives is with Nuno is sometimes his decision making with his subs. And obviously you look back at the 2 games against Brentford and Leeds when he tried to tinker with the fullbacks and it just didn't work out. But look, that's in the past now. He can only move forward and hopefully improve us to get the results, to get the wins.
That's what we're going to be looking at over the next few games. I think if I had massive red flag on the Leeds lineup. If he would have done that on the following lineup, which was, I think, the Newcastle, we'd have played that same lineup as he played against Leeds. I think I would have been Nuno out, even though I said I wasn't going to be manager out. If he kept playing that same lineup, I'd been like, I've seen enough. But thankfully, he didn't, and we beat Newcastle. So Nick Cloudboo says he has done a lot of good things, but his game management really hamstrings him. He needs to be brave or will fizzle out fast, and that commitment we're seeing from players will drop off. And it's so funny because when I had my mate Wolfie from Forest Fan TV on here when we signed Nuno, and he was saying to me, like, if Nuno's losing, like, he's not so good at coming from behind to win games, but if he's winning, he's good at seeing the game out. But we've sort of seen the opposite. Like, we've been better, and it's been a bit of a story of West Ham this season. We don't seem to start playing, even last season, a bit till we go a goal down, till we concede. It's one of the that's good maths, Dan. Oh, God, what did I say? I don't know what I said.
No, I think it was when you worked out the points that we would have gone behind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dan, I hope you don't wear that in person. I'm in person now. This is my person. No, honestly, it's a bit tight at the moment because this is a player one. So once the weight loss kicks on and I lose a bit more weight, I will be wearing this in public. I promise you. And if you see me with it, come and say hello and tell me how much you love this shirt. Look at Forest centre backs compared to us. That's why Nuno needs to adapt. Yeah, they've got good centre backs. And just score some bloody goals. That's what I want to see. Score some bloody goals. I played that. I was just trying to. But yeah, I mean, you got the Antonio thing, right? He looks like he's training with Leicester now, Mikel Antonio. And listen, good luck to him. Obviously, he was at Brentford. He was training with us. I don't think we was offering him the money he wanted or something. And when he's away, he tried to train with Brentford. Didn't get into Brentford. Now he's having to go at Leicester, so he's dropped down to the Championship. And it's tough. I hope that he finds it in the Championship. He's good enough. I just don't know, man. It's a shame. I don't know if he's up to it anymore.
Yeah, it's good to see him sort of. It's good that he hasn't give up. He still thinks that he can offer a club out there something, and I wish him all the best. As I said, I've always said, it's a shame the way his career ended with the club. For what he's done for us over the last few years since he's been at the club. But yeah, like if it works out for him at Leicester, they're a good club. They're a team that I think they struggled in the Championship at the beginning of the season, but now they've found a little bit of form. So look, it'd be a good addition to him if he can obviously get himself fit. And how fit is he? That's the thing. Yeah, it's no, I wish him all the best, and hopefully it'd be good to see him back playing football again and doing what he enjoys.
I think, like, if he really wants to play football, And he does, and I commend him for going and keep trying, keep going to club, find a club. He just needs to keep dropping down until he finds his level. So if he can't make Leicester, sorry, not Leeds, if he can't make Leicester, maybe go to one of the clubs that are just trying to stay up in the Championship. If you can't make that, go to League One. Like if he's really passionate about, and I get it, because I don't think he wants to have his career ended like that. I think he wants to end it on his terms and go out on his terms, and I completely respect that. So yeah, it looks like Nicky, by the way, won't be. I'm just messaging him. Look at him. I don't think he's going to be here for. He's not going to get home for like fucking till nearly 9 o'clock. It looks like the way he's going. He said his live location with us, and I look at it, and he said it's barely moved, and he's still got quite a bit of way to that turn into his place.
Yeah, I think they closed the road off, didn't they? So yeah, he's got no chance. No chance. Like he's going to be in there for a little while. Yeah.
Yeah. Typical Nicky. Must be.
I don't think he meant it.
No, but like I'm sure there's probably like if you like you're saying you're going home, there must have been an alternative way to go home. There's always multiple routes to get home. And you check the roads and you think, right,
I think by the sounds of it must have happened when he was on that road, because he was on it, and then it's obviously gone to standstill. So the accident's probably just happened. So if he'd have like left his mum's 10 minutes before that, he probably would have missed it. But yeah, that's the unfortunate side of driving, is when you get caught in all these. I mean, I sit on the A13 every day going to work, and sometimes I'm on there for an hour and a half, sometimes just to do like a 25-minute journey. So,
fucking hell. Shout out to Dobstreet, says, I hope we can get his career back on track, but will be tough as he needs to get back up to fitness. And the thing is, Leicester are still trying to get promoted now. They dropped off, I think, if I remember rightly. Leicester are out of the playoff positions at the moment, but they're not far off that. Yeah, they're Leicester are 13th, but they're only 3 points off the playoff positions. So they're in a murky situation where they're not getting automatic. They need, like, if Antonio's going to be there, he needs to contribute. He can't just be, making up the numbers. And I hope he can, fire him back up and all of that. Mate, Millwall were 4 points off automatic promotion. This is.
Yeah, but Millwall do this every season. They always start off well and then they sort of drop off, because I'm convinced that they don't want to be in the Premier League. I think their fans will be happier staying in the Championship than being in the Premier League.
I spoke to a couple of Millwall fans when we used to film in the Big Easy. I'm sure he was there, but I don't remember if he was there. When they were Millwall fans, and they were saying, someone was saying, we don't want to go to the Premier League. Like,
yeah, I know Millwall fans that don't want to be in the Premiership. They said that we'd fucking hate it. Like,
yeah,
we're happy in the Championship, So they're not never going to get relegated, but they probably won't get relegated from the Championship. But
yeah. Who knows? Dan has digs at Nick. Seen a few videos. Thing is, we don't realize we have digs at Scott. We all have digs at each other. Some people think me and Nicky hate each other. We speak every day. To be honest with you, he's ringing me up and we speak for ages. So we just love. We love going at it, verbally. I had to say that before someone clips out. We love going at it verbally. We love a good fucking argument. But yeah, like we love having a pop at each other. It's always good fun. Yeah. So, who did win the FMP final one standing? Do we know? That's a good question. Let me log in. Let me see if I can log in. One standing. It weren't Nicky. Nicky bet on. He lost on something stupid. I'm like, why did you do that? I can't remember what it was. Like in Robbie went out. There was Beat Robbie, which we just started promoting, and it was like, right, each week, see if you can last longer than Robbie. And Robbie went out in the first week because he bet on Liverpool instead of Arsenal against. I think Arsenal are against Spurs, and it's like Arsenal always beat Spurs. Final one standing. Let's see. So we can officially one of you in the chat might have won. We might have to do something about that. My leagues. Where was it? It was my leagues. Final one. Is it just gone now? Is it? Where? They might have just eviscerated it. That's a bit bad, isn't it? Like,
To be honest, I forgot
settled
all
leagues.
about it.
Here we go. Settled leagues. No, it's just showing that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So did I actually. To be fair. Oh, standings. That's it. Right. I'm out. Yes. So here we go. Let's see. All right. This last round. Oh, there was a few of these that were still in it. To be fair, there was no definitive winner because then I don't know what happened past round 11. But we had. Oh no, here we go. Round 10. Yeah, Richard, 8 FBC3, Nick Lab. You've all put different names than your YouTube names. Billy 06, Kieran D, Joshua 4C was still in it. Sean, Stephen, Michael, Nathan Ab, Ethan. Yeah, loads on this one, according to this. And then that was round 10, and then nothing for round 11. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, congrats anyway. I think I won, Dan. It was 500 quid. Nicky said I haven't received it yet. All right, we'll make sure Nicky pays you that out of his pocket. When is FMP?
Someone said about when's the belt being defended.
Look at this. He's not a fighting champion, ladies and gentlemen.
The longest reigning champion of West Ham Fan TV history. When did we do this? Back in July, wasn't it, or something?
It was like August or something, wasn't it? July, August?
Yeah, I think it was July time. No, listen, I'm the champ. I'm waiting for the challenge. The champ is here.
The champ is there. We need to. Honestly, right? We got to get this off him.
I think I spoke to Scott about this the other day. I think that after Christmas, let's get Christmas out of the way, and then we'll go and meet up and do that thing where we're gonna film quite a few of them in a day, and yeah, we'll get it on the line.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, honestly. So we'll definitely get on it. So yeah, I think what we need, when is FMP live? Hopefully we can try and do something towards the end of the season.
Yeah,
towards the end.
Yeah, we're trying to think of something. Yeah, towards the end of the season, definitely get something sorted this year. Get a couple of guests down, invite some other people, and yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good to have a drink and meet a few people.
Yeah. No, definitely, mate.
We get Graham. Graham can make the sandwiches.
Harry Elves £2 super chat says January is when we can tell all about relegation. We'll have a bit of a clearer view, won't we, after we get these next few games out of the way and we come to the end of the year, I think. That belt speed, it's a massive belt. It's a bit of weight to it as well. It's huge.
Yeah.
Do you ever wear it around the house? You put it around your waist and just wear it around the house, like?
Yeah, I do. I walk around in my pants like the Rock.
Yeah.
Prime Rock.
Oh gosh. But yeah, right. Before we go, let's get them predictions for Forest, for fucking Villa.
Fucking hell. Let's have a think about this. I think it's going to be. I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish we could see the starting lineups now. I think the starting lineup tells you a lot. I'll tell you what. If we set up with Magassa, Potts, if we bring them back in, Paqueta back in. Like obviously, I know he's back last week, but we can get him on form. You know, Willie put Bowen up top. You know, and drop Wilson to fit in Paqueta, Magassa, Potts, and Somerville. Do you know what? I'm going to go 2-1 West Ham.
2-4.
I'm going to go 2-1 West Ham. If we start with the lineup that I want to see, I think we'll cause an upset and we'll nick a win.
I'll tell you what, Jake, every week, right, for somebody who's got a season to get at West Ham, he don't half prick has to lose every single game. Every single game. Shout out Jake, the fan cam bodyguard. 4-2 West Ham. Bloody hell, I want some of what you've had, Wayne. Jesus. Honestly.
I like that, Wayne. Wayne's believing, mate. I like that.
He's believing. I'm gonna go. I think Nuno's gonna put out a lineup we're happy with. I'm giving him benefit. I think it will be a lot more of a sensible lineup than we saw last week. I think we've got the extra rest. They've been in Europe. If they get them injuries, I think it's going to be 1-1. I think it's going to be a draw. It's because they've still got a lot of quality in that side. But I think with them few factors, it will be another draw. I can see that, to be honest with you. I think we'll score first. And then, their quality, the attack they have, it will just be too much, I think, to keep them out. Again,
yeah, I think we haven't beat Villa in our last 5 games against them. So,
that's a great stat.
But before that, the same thing. They didn't beat us in their previous 5. So,
so right. It's our turn now.
It could be draw. Yeah, it starts again. So now we're going to go 5 unbeaten.
Yeah, sounds brilliant. I don't care about the scoring. I'm just happy with the jazzy shirt. I need to order another one, actually. I need more jazzy shirts. So listen, let's hope. I hope you're right, mate. In fact, I hope Wayne's right. 4-1 Villa.
This is the most truest thing I've ever seen. Scott has on 5,000 game unbeaten straight to 1975 FA Cup final.
Won the league every year with the most decorated team in football.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny saying that when you said about the 75 final and that. It's obviously a big tribute for Billy Bonds this weekend. I was reading what the club have got planned. Good. Yeah, it's gonna be a big celebration of Billy Bonds' life, and hope that we turn up for him, the players turn up for him, and we can give him a performance that he'll be proud of. And I know that there's a place at the ground there where you can leave flowers and scarves and shirts, and there's a book of condolence as well. There's one online, but there's one that they're opening. I think it's in a club shop on Sunday. So, it's going to be an emotional day. I think Trevor Brooking and Alvin Martin are going to be laying some flowers in the centre circle. So, it's going to be an emotional day. But I know that if one thing our club does well is that they do things like this well. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. And, it's going to be a good tribute to an absolute legend.
Yeah, 100%, mate. So, I'm looking forward to seeing that because he deserves it it goes without saying that he does. So, and hopefully the players can get inspired by, the tributes from the legend and actually go out and give a Billy Bonds-esque performance on Sunday. So listen, there's no point us waiting around for Nicky anymore because we'll be here tomorrow by the looks of things. So, hopefully he gets home all right. And obviously watch along Sunday, reactions, fan cams, all of that stuff. Try and see if there's any news tomorrow to keep you updated tomorrow. But mate, good little show.
Obviously you're out tonight. Nicky's stuck in a traffic jam. So we got stuck. What happened? What are you ducking for?
No, I'm trying to fight because I just realised I ain't had the Friday night pint bloody thing up, have I?
Day and night, night and day,
day and night.
That could be our wrestling. That could be our wrestling tag team name. Day and night, night and day.
Day and night.
No, good show, mate. Enjoyed it. I know there ain't much to talk about this week. It's been a bit not much news this week in the West Ham world, but
Listen, we're still here. Like I said, it's been great catching up with all of you. Listen, thank you all. And we'll see you next time. And one thing left to say. Come on, you irons.